Today, newly elected Hinds County Supervisor Kenneth Stokes has encountered some opposition to the way he did business on the Jackson City Council.
Oh, yes, he has. Stokes had difficulty getting a second to not one, but several of his motions from fellow board members during today's meeting. Bert Case was there.
Is there a second? Is there a second? Is there a second?
Hinds County Board of Supervisors President Robert Graham had to let several motions from new member Kenneth Stokes die for lack of a second Monday.
Motion to ask for a lack of a second.
Stokes, who has differences with the board, summed up their actions this way later.
If I was a cursing person, I'd say it was boo. I'm not a cursing person, so I'm just saying I'm not going to participate in anything that I believe not to be legal and above board them up front.
Stokes had an item on the agenda about the county's controversial airwaves contract to maintain its two-way radio equipment, but he put it off until the next meeting.
Reading the regulations of the county and understanding them would be good for anyone who wants to change something.
The man who sits next to Stokes, Supervisor Phil Fisher, who is a general in the Army Reserve, says Stokes is not following normal rules.
We don't come to the meetings and expect someone to stand there and explain it to us step by step. We should have some knowledge before we get here.
Stokes, who has told Fisher he doesn't do email, maintains he should be given copies of contracts to read before he is asked to vote on them.
It's just basic government to have copies of things that you get ready to vote on. How you gonna vote on a contract that you haven't seen? But now I'm gonna have all the rights that a supervisor is supposed to have.
Some believe it looks like future Hinds County Board of Supervisor meetings
Because it's good to have a fight.
can turn into a real circus with Kenneth Stokes as the ringmaster. For Case, WLBT News.